Good afternoon, welcome along to Home Park. Bankies TV back with you here. Today's match against Pollock. Just under 15 minutes away. We're going to go straight to the gaffer, Gordon Moffat, get his thoughts on the last 2 weeks. So, rather than seeing you every couple of days, Moff, you've had a wee bit of time in between games, and you were looking forward to these breaks to get out of the training ground, but it's not quite went to plan like that, has it?
Nah, not really. I think obviously last midweek was a bit of a strange one. We ended up we couldn't actually train on the Thursday night, just because a few precautions with COVID and making sure we got some test results back. So preparation for Bonington wasn't great at all. Obviously goalkeeper situation as well, but again, credit to the boys who went down there. We done what we had to do and we got the point. So this week's been a wee bit better, training ground wise, with 2 good sessions. Boys have trained very well, but again, obviously squad wise we're a wee bit decimated in terms of numbers, but again we'll just keep plodding on.
We'll go back to the Darvel game. I think you commented you were a bit disappointed at times at how we started the game. I think the overriding thing that came out of the game was that the character we had to get ourselves back into it. Mm-hmm. How's that for you as a manager, seeing that consistently, that character a number of times already this season?
It's good, I think it's good in terms of knowing that your group's got that in them, but if you're honest, or if I'm honest, as a manager, you don't want to see it that often, because it probably means you're in a sticky spot in a game. So, as I've said, all the way through those midweek games, I do believe that now that we've got back to our 2 sessions a week and just a Saturday game, I know we've got a midweek game at the end of the month, but over the piece we're Saturday. I do believe once we get guys back, we'll start to see a lot more consistency in our playing and our performances. And I thought, even last week, we had some problems last week, obviously with no training on Thursday, but I thought in the game last week we started to see some of the passing and the patterns that we've been working on, and so it's very early days with that, and I think that'll just keep continuing to grow.
I think in another day last week we could have probably scored 8 or 9. The passing and chances that we were creating was out of this world.
I think especially in the second half, the last half hour, it was every time we went forward, I felt we were going to create something, and that's really good. But we obviously need to take that on and get a bit more consistency with that.
Turning today to Pollok, it's always a tough game. Whenever you get Pollok home or away, don't expect anything different today.
Nah, it'll be tough. It'll be tough, but we hope that it'll also be tough for them. They're probably some of themselves. They've got some big players missing, and as I've said after the game and interviews and stuff, I think most teams are in a similar boat. It's just how bad you are. I think it's a wee bit depressing when I look at the guys standing out there in trackies today and the guys that aren't even here for us. But as I said at Bonington last week, we can only focus on who we do have available. We've got a strong team out again, and we'll obviously go and try and win the game.
We'll just finish up obviously with the Scottish Cup draw last week. Happy home tie?
Home tie, yep. That's, as I said, a wee bit of a cliche, but it's what you look for. Home tie. Be a tough game. We know that they've got the replay, the 2 teams today. We'll go and watch the winner of them next week and do our homework on them. We've already got a few bits and pieces on both teams as it stands. So I will give the tie every attention and respect when it comes, but obviously Pollock and Cumbernauld game takes priority.
Can't argue with that, Moff. As always, thanks for your time. Good luck today, and we'll catch up with you around about Scottish Cup time.
Thank you.
There we go, Gordon Moffat, Bankies manager, passing on his thoughts in the last couple of weeks. We'll just quickly run through the Bankies lineup. As Moff says, another couple of changes as always. So Bankies line up with the wee second there. Bankies line up with Stevenson in goals today again. Donnelly still injured. Mikey Bailey, Ocean McHugh, Matt Niven, Adam Hodge, Fraser Johnson, Lee Gallagher, Joe Slattery, Hamish McKinley, Nicky Little, and Craig Holmes. Bankies bench. Max Clark, Connor Linus, Cammy McClare, Connor Hamilton. Scored 4 for the 20s last night. Fergus Owens, Liam Harris and Paul Byrne. So what we'll do is we will move on to the under 20s in just a wee second. Just bear with us. couple of wee sound issues tying out. If you're finding any issues with the sound, drop us a wee message and we'll try and get them fixed. We had a couple of problems last night after a laptop crash earlier in the week, so we'll just try to readjust our settings to make sure everything's back to normal. Cod, we'll move on to last night's 7-1 victory. Talk us through it.
Well, 7-1, and we don't sound harsh on the boys, but we weren't happy with the first half. 3-1 up, but I thought Drumchattle had too much of the ball. We weren't pressing them well enough. Just weren't happy. It's probably our worst first half of the season. The boys were told that, and to be fair, they agreed in the dressing room that we weren't at it really. And to be fair, they came out in the second half, and I thought they were outstanding in the second half.
Obviously, we streamed the game last night. It was good numbers tuning into that, and it was a good opportunity for the punters to see what's going on at your level.
Aye, brilliant for you coming down and doing that. The boys appreciate it. For the coaching staff and the players in our WhatsApp group, they were all loving it, obviously watching themselves on the telly later on and that. It was good for the fans. Obviously, that's what we're doing now is good for the fans that can't come, but for them to be able to see the 20s in action last night and going by social media, I think everybody's quite pleased. Everybody's very complimentary about her performance, which is it's brilliant to hear. You know, that's what we're here for.
There was some great feedback, and like you say, that's the sort of stuff that we want to be seeing. I'm going to apologise to Scott Carson just now, as Scott gave us a cracking in-depth interview pre-match, and the audio collapsed and we missed most of it.
That isn't a problem.
You know, thankfully it wasn't recorded, and it turns out everything he said was wrong, and the boys did really well.
I can't believe he was slaughtering Harmy before the game.
I know, no clinical enough. There's another 4 in the tank for you. You don't get away with that one, Scott. So apologies to Scott, and thanks for everybody at the 20s for asking us along last night, and it's something that we'll look to do in the future. We're 6 minutes away for kick-off now. I'm going to run through the Pollock lineup for you. So we've got Longmuir, Grant, Sidesurf, Wharton, Brownlee, Horn, Fraser, Esplin, Lyon, Weir and Mackenzie. The subs are Graham, Duff, Ford, McCann, McGregor, Bradley and Lumsden. Today's match referee should be Gary Hanvage, and he should be assisted by Ian Hart and Lewis Sinclair, unless the ballot changed since Wednesday. Nice crowd filing into Home Park now. Lovely to see.
Aye, looks like another good crowd again.
Could be on course for the biggest so far this season. Well, we did touch on the Scottish Cup draw here a wee minute ago, Cods, so it's more says, all you can ask for is a home tie, and we've got a home tie.
Definitely. I mean, I think me and you spoke a few weeks ago about the first round, and we wanted a bye, me and you, where some of the fans wanted a good trip somewhere. Looking for a club perspective, we got the bye and we've got a home tie, so you can't ask for any more.
That's what it's all about. We've seen ex-Bankies goalie Stig Morrison there behind the goal.
Played for Pollock, no, didn't he?
Played for both sides. He played for half of the juniors right enough, didn't he?
Played for a few senior ones, I know. I think
it's always good to see some ex-players about there. Of course, Budgie McGee in the Pollock dugout, Bankies manager. 13 and a half years, as well as 8 years as a player.
I spent a fair time with this club, didn't he?
A lot of time here, and very successful as a manager. 202 appearances for the Bankies. Played in a 2-1 victory over Rangers in the Premier League in 1986.
I was there. Mickey Conway and Alan Bain, I think, scored.
That's correct. And also, do you know, he had 18 years between his last 2 Bankies goals. He scored against Airdrie in April 1985 and never scored for another 18 years until we beat St Roch's up at Heavy.
I was going to say, was it St Roch's he scored against? Was it not quite late on as well?
I think it was the last 10 minutes. Come on, as a sub, didn't he? Scored, and then Andy Williamson get the winner. Up at Heavy, first game back. Seems like a lifetime ago.
It does indeed.
Obviously, 2 to Bankies from the bottom of the juniors to the top as well. So you're not hearing many bad words against Budgie.
No. Yeah, bit of legend at the club, isn't he? Aye, what a tremendous servant for us.
Well, that's where the niceties end. I hope he has a horrible afternoon.
Shocker this afternoon, yes.
We'll just be waiting the teams coming out in just a wee second's time. Today's match ball sponsored by SMG Joiners. You can get them smgjoiners.co.uk. And thanks to Steve Merry for sponsoring the match ball today. If you're interested in any of the
Aye, that's what I was saying about my hearing. I couldn't hear either.
Quick look at the top scorers. They'll be flickering through your screen at the moment. Nicky Little leading the way in the West Premier with 8 goals. There's a few on 7 there. Keir Sampson, Lewis Morrison, Sam Jimison, and then a few after that.
Adam Ford's
up there as well.
On a bench of them.
You know, so there's a lot of goals in that Pollock team. I was looking at the line-up last night. Ford's got 7 this season, 60 since signing in 2017. So that's a decent return.
Aye, it's a good return.
Callum Graham on the bench as well. I mean, 42 times he scored for Ashfield one season.
Is that the boy that came for the amateur football?
Amateurs,
well?
amateurs. He scored 199 goals for Motherwell's King Church in 5 seasons, I believe. You know, so obviously the Lord was looking after him in that league.
It's a bit of a record, isn't it?
Some fantastic numbers and good experience in the Pollock lineup.
I think there was a few clubs looking at him this summer.
Aye.
I can see why.
Aye, it's easy to see why. Because Pollock they've had a decent season, apart from the 3-1 loss at Bonnet in early doors. Don't think they've been defeated since.
Nope.
Through to the next round of the Junior Cup, beat Mabel 7-0 and beat Darvel 1-0 last week. Josh Weir were the only goal in the game.
That's a good result from Darvel got beat last night as well. Darvel have won for a few games now.
It's at least, I think I read they've won one of their last 5. You know, so we were praising them to high heavens earlier in the season and they've turned on us. You know?
It's still a long season, you know. What we've played, 12?
We're only a third of the way.
Aye, exactly.
You know, so
I mean, it's not as if they're languishing down the bottom of the table on it, and there's a lot of time for them to turn it in.
plenty of time, you know.
I know it's a good score for Pollock, but at home they'd be wanting to win that at home.
Back to the Bankies, you know. Nicky Little keeps banging them in. He's on made his 150th start down at Bonneton. 103 goals for 150 starts isn't bad. He's not got many sub appearances.
No, we said that a few weeks ago, but his goal ratio was very good for us.
And that's Sam just one behind Mikey Larnock. He's on 104 goals, so that will be him surely in the next week or two getting into second place in the all-time goal scoring charts.
Aye, it's inevitable, that one.
Also down at Bonneton we had Jamie Darroch making his 130th start and Adam Hodge getting his first full start, you know. So Hodgie was here a couple of weeks ago. He had a wee interview with us, 10 minutes. Next week he's in the first team and now he's a starter, you know. If you're feeling it, lads, all these boys are injured, come up here, give us 10 minutes, we'll get you back in the first team.
We might have summed up at half time.
Well, you might get lucky. Keep your ears peeled. We've put the feelers out.
He did give us a wave.
He did. Kev Green was also nominated by Chris Black. Blackie stuck Kev Green in it this morning. Kev wasn't so keen, so
I'm sure we'll get him up.
We'll get him up at some point. We'll get Blackie up. Teams are coming out now. It's Pollock just taking to the field.
From the Clydebank 2010s. Matthew, Callum, Jack, Lewis, Zach, Riley, Lewis, Antoine, and
It's a nice wee thing there. I've seen one of the academy teams being the mascots of the
Clydebank 2010s coming out with the team today. Great to see. Somebody forgot to tell Matt Niven. He's coming out himself. Maybe the wee boys couldn't see him up there. You know, big friendly giant.
Don't want to embarrass the wee boys. Imagine a wee boy standing beside him.
Always good to see the academy teams down here at all age groups. You know, this doesn't just have to be about the 20s. You know, they obviously get all the attention, but you know,
you're right.
It's
good. I come down sometimes before our training. We're early, and the academy teams are on the pitch. It's brilliant to see all kitted out in the banky stuff.
So there we go. Seen another couple of, got a big squad down for Aberdeen today. A few railway workers and the Blue Dog management amongst others.
I hope they have a good day.
So thanks to them for the support. We're just seeing Frank McLaughlin coming in as well. Pollock will kick off there in the all black, shooting towards the Glasgow end of the ground. Bankies white, black, white, shooting towards the town hall. Remember, you can donate a ticket, it's always appreciated. Keeps us providing this service, keeps us trying to improve. I hope that you're noticing the improvements, and we're always ready for your suggestions to keep adding. The referee just making his final checks. That's your ticket address on the screen. You can use the QR code. And we are underway here at Home Park. UK Bailey winning the first aerial duel. That was Craig for Brewdog just giving us a wee wave there. He's come down to Smalling. He's actually a St Mirren fan. He's going to Hampden tonight.
Good lad.
So that's a wee bonus. The referee, I think he's given a foul against Fraser Draw. Looked like a good tackle. Just got a toe on the ball.
A what?
Toe on the ball.
The ball.
The ball.
It's another new partnership at centre half for us today. Matt and Hodgie.
This is game 13, and I think it's the 13th partnership.
Probably is, aye.
Good having that versatility. You can throw guys in when you're a wee bit short. You know, we've been really hampered with injuries to the rear guard.
Aye.
Well, that first ball's won by Pollock there, and Jamie Stevenson makes a save. Good effort for Wharton.
That was a decent hit. Give Jamie a bit of confidence early doors, making the save and gathering it up. So
he was up quick as well, and big mats and in top just to make sure that nothing happens.
I actually thought the boy had fouled Matt for the header there.
At the header,
I thought he'd fouled
aye.
him, but it's just me.
Brownlee that won the first ball. We'll start the shout-outs today. I'll go with the other half first. That'll be a Bankies free kick. Bailey tripped.
Is that your other half?
Aye, me and Mikey go back. Aye. So big hello to Lynn and Andy. They're enjoying the Brewdog Punk Day up in Aberdeen.
Aye, don't drink too much, drink responsibly.
As always. We'll say hello to David McNeil. He can't be with us again today. So
where's David today?
He's not been well the last few days, so he's decided to watch at home. So I hope him, Alfie and Carol enjoy the game. We'll catch up with him next week hopefully when he's feeling a bit better.
Get well soon, David.
Here come Pollock. Fraser puts it to the left. Ball comes through. It's a good tackle by Niven on Weir. It'll be a Bankies throw. Pollock moving the ball quite quickly early doors.
They are indeed, yes. Taking the game to us a wee bit in the first couple of minutes.
You always expect a tough battle with Pollock. We touched that early doors, and the other team that can punish you if you let them.
Aye, if they've got Adam Ford on the bench, something must be going right with other strikers.
Aye. Here come Pollock again. Never know. Wee nudge in the back there. He's going to give the Pollock throw in. No, a big nudge, just a little one.
He's done enough done enough to win his team a throw in.
To win it.
I don't think Matt can do anything else here.
If you are watching us, you've got a YouTube account, we would ask that you subscribe to us. We need to push ourselves to 1,000 followers that will let us add some new things to the channel. But it's a YouTube thing where you need the 1,000 subscribers. So if you've not subscribed yet, get on it.
Or if you know somebody, get them just to subscribe for us.
When it gets to half time, feel free to go and open up 12 email addresses and subscribe each one of them.
Remind me to talk to you about that.
We'll talk about that later on.
Great
Good tackle for Johnson. Breaks for Pollock again. Grant will pick it up. Cuts inside. Holmes does well. Forces him back just slightly. Pollock keep the ball. Comes over to the line here on the right hand side. He'll go for the byline. McHugh's strong. He does well. McHugh wins it. Well done, Ocean. He finds Little. It's a lovely wee turn and it switches it to the right hand side. Here goes.
It's good play by Bankies there.
Bailey.
Defence not panicking.
Bailey gets it back for Gallagher. He looks up. It's back to Gallagher. He'll try and get himself forward, but he's ball's taken off him. And then Niven's beaten by Weir. Is that Hodge that stole it back?
Yep, was. Hodgie's in there.
McHugh's ball just
It's offside.
too easy. I think the wider player would have been off cod.
Aye, I thought he was going to run in and try and get the ball there. That's what I was saying he's offside for. He's clever and stayed
Quite clever. Slattery gets a toe on that. Pollock with the ball here in the corner. Johnson just Shepherd's weird backwards. He goes to Grant. Back again. It'll be Lyon. Banky's just pushed the game forward, but it's broke to Esplin. He gets a turn, but McHugh hooks it clear. He's far as Esplin again. Pollock keep the ball, move it over to the left hand side. Hodge reads that. His clearance isn't great. It's a great tackle for Bailey on Fraser though.
It's been a good start for Pollock so far.
Bright start to be fair to them.
Aye.
Look like a late one there.
Ah, is that no a free kick?
We'll say hello to Jack Payton as well. Hello Jack, seen your name popping up a few times in the stream, so on Twitter. It's a good tackle for Holmes. Does well by a Banky's throw in.
Yep.
I'll be it.
Oh my
God. Dear oh dear.
Unbelievable.
Dear oh dear. Believe there's a referee observer in here. If he's watching that, you know.
That's right.
That's one of the
Actually right in
easiest
front of
ones.
him. Actually right
I'm going to
in front of
stick up because see when you're officiating, see sometimes if you're too close and it's too obvious, you can miss it. You really can. But I'm no refereeing, so we're not having that.
him. No, that's
There's Mackenzie
madness.
on the left. Tries to get by Bailey, but Bailey's strong again, and he wins the throw in off him. Well done by Mikey
Just
Bailey.
as well, that linesman's at this side, he would have given that the other way.
I think I'm going to give Mikey a wee shout out here. We did this a few weeks ago, but for somebody that missed a lot of pre-season, he's come in and performed really, really well.
He has indeed, aye. He's been solid in there.
Bit of versatility. It was the last week where he switched to left back as well. There
Aye,
was a few changes.
and he looked comfy as well,
You know,
didn't he?
so it's great. It's a testament to the management, the sort of squad that they've built, and increased that versatility and kept quality.
Aye,
throughout.
no, that's. You look at the bench today. We've still got a decent bench, and all the guys that are injured or suspended today. It's a good squad.
Here comes Bailey now on that right hand side, goes for the long diagonal, looking for Little, just too high.
It's unlucky. It's a good idea.
Little acknowledges the attempt. First time I've really seen Banky's moving it forward up that side. There's my brother. I'll just say hello to him. He's sitting at the airport waiting to go up the road.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to me there. I thought he was going to be here.
Aye, no. He's just replied to your tweet for yesterday, saying there's always tomorrow. He's like, no.
Aye, thanks for letting me know, Ross.
So, Slattery's taking one in the face there. It looks like a sore one. Don't think there was any foul.
No, I think it was a ball.
You know, I think the ball's just caught him
Aye.
in the face.
Lovely to see the Pollock boy
concern.
annoyed about
Aye,
that.
aye, he's really annoyed, you know.
Yeah,
There's
brilliant, mate.
a bit of fair play. So, aye, Ross, last night was actually the first time he'd seen a game at Home Park since it was redeveloped.
Aye.
Aye, so he picked this week, wondering if he would get the a midweek game. And as the midweek games are finished, just going back to that earlier incident, I think it was an offside that they went with,
Oh,
which is
so
why they
was it-
stopped
was he
the
in heat
game.
knock-in? Aye.
The officials are mic'd up and they'll be using buzzer flags as well, so you often lose sight of certain things just because they're talking to each other.
Aye.
That's where they should still be flagging to sell it to the crowd. Here comes Little, look like a wee nudge in the back, yeah, and again,
I
you
think
see the whistle goes there before the flag comes up.
No, but you're right. Why no? You know, I know they can buzz each other, but put the flag up as well, because then the linesman's going to take a bit of abuse for the crowd.
Aye.
For, they think he's no putting his flag up, making
It
decisions.
looks like it's coming for the referee, and then
Aye.
the flag goes up late. It's that reaction. So Gallagher will take this free kick over on the right hand side. Couple of good runs. There's Little at the back. Flag goes up. He'll go with the goal kick, I think. Anyway,
Keeper was slapping at that a wee bit.
he was flapping. I think they were looking for a free kick, but no for me. No
No,
for
I
me.
I think Nicky was the closest to him. I don't think Nicky's done much here.
No, remember, get your donated tickets in. We'll keep improving our stream. Can't improve the quality of the pattern, but we'll keep adding little things in.
That'll
Seen-
just get worse. Unless I start getting paid. Look up some jokes or something.
Just having a wee look through the Twitter there. I've got a goal. Cumnock have taken the lead against Talbot.
think their 20s were playing each other last night.
I think I saw that on Twitter actually. I never saw the scores last
No, I
night.
never seen the score.
I went to the pub after we were finished here. Had a few beers with the company of the 20s. They were enjoying themselves.
That was unfortunate. Not for them.
For them. Thanks, Cod.
But then I'm singing.
Hey, aye. Fitzy was up there giving it yee-haw. Trying to remember what he was singing, but
I've heard something about Rooster, I don't know. If
aye,
that's a band or a
Rooster's up
song.
next, aye. We thought it was a nickname.
Apparently he wants that now.
I'm sure if Ross is watching and he'll be able to tell us what that song was. But he was giving it loudy.
Thankfully I've not heard any of them sing yet.
Aye, you're right.
Nah.
You're right. Good night and I love it. Gary Bell, obviously your sponsors.
Aye, brilliant Gary. Sponsors the team, few of the boys. Sponsors Jambo, some of the women's team as well. So if anybody's needing a beer before and after the game, love it's the place to be.
Get yourselves in there. Well, it was a warm welcome. First pub in Glasgow as you leave Clydebank.
I think their
There's a
cameraman
handball,
enjoyed
yep,
a few free
comes
drinks in there last week.
off a hand of Wharton. Aye, I believe so. I believe I enjoyed a couple that same night, but that's just rumour.
That is rumour. Aye, I was in with the cameraman and left before he got his free drink. Gary was hiding behind the bar waiting for me to leave.
Noted, Gary. Cod's on to you. We'll lobby in this time. We're coming back against Hodge. Knocks it into that right
good ball.
channel and it's with Little. Just can't get it across the 6-yard box. Apologies, we've left that donate a ticket banner up. Just making sure that you see it and you use it. Longmuir goes long over that left hand side. Fraser beaten by Bailey. Now it drops to Gallagher. He's beaten to it by Horn.
Mikey, two men there. I don't know if Hodgie was going to come across.
Coming across.
Or somebody should have been a bit deeper, but Mikey was left with two men, just barely won the header.
A big shout out to Darren Kelly, St Mirren fan. He's a friend of our own Kilbowie Ace.
Afternoon, Darren.
Always watches it for the bank. You see a lot of his mentions on Twitter talking to Stevie and stuff like that. Stevie says he's got a season ticket here for you, mate. You're welcome any time.
No way, Stevie's getting something away for nothing.
We'll say hello to Peter Crawford down there in South Wales as well. Big jock.
Afternoon, Jock.
And
Good seeing you last week, mate.
Brian rocks up in Dundee as well. I think he's on his way down. He couldn't get down in time for the game. He's going to Hampden later on as well. As are many of us.
We are indeed, and I hope Brian's happy with the clock.
It's a great clock. It's a great clock. We've learned how to change the colours so that they reflect what colour Clydebank are wearing. Bit of foul against Bailey. It's not a bad tackle. There's a wee kick out there.
Aye.
You know, it's
That's Sean Fraser, I think.
it looked like Fraser. That's a foul against Bailey. He's come through the back. I don't really think we need any sort of reaction. We've maybe just missed a foul, but you see the wee petulant
Aye, kick it.
right kick out there. We don't want to see any of that. It's my first replay caught there. Something else that we're still working on. You'll have to bear with us. There'll be a free kick to Pollock over on that left hand side.
It's congested there.
There's a lot of boys in the box and it's coming right over to the back post, but
It's a
good
free
punch
kick,
there by Stevenson, and he's fouled. Good, confident goalkeeping.
It was indeed, wasn't it? I actually thought Big Matt was going to win it. I think Jamie's gave him a shout, and to be fair,
Come here
Jamie's
and got
cleaned
it.
everything out.
Brownlee's a big boy as well.
Higher.
Coming in at that back post.
I think Jamie's actually been fouled there.
Aye, I was
Aye.
convinced it. I was
Aye.
convinced it. I must
Aye, the rest
admit.
gave it. I don't know if he
Aye.
just stopped for a head knocker.
Aye. Even in there, if he's not give a foul, it'd be a drop ball to the goalkeeper. Just wherever the ball stopped in there.
Aye. Aye, well done, Jamie. That.
Jamieson, no, Jamie Stevenson.
Who?
Jamieson, that's what I said. He'll be a good player when he gets older. Jamieson.
Jamieson.
I think he's at the 2011s, get an eye out for him.
Is he?
15 minutes gone at home park, 0-0. Pollock probably been the brighter of the two teams in an attacking sense.
In an attacking sense, aye, but they've no done much in the last 5 minutes or so, you know.
Davy McNeil just asking about Jamestown. Aye.
He thinks that's a tune in central Scotland.
He's probably drinking a bottle of that, you know. Thinking it's a whiskey and it's actually a tonic wine. You can't spell. You'd know about his spelling if you were in our WhatsApp group. That's another story.
I'm just thinking about his poor missus having to spend, I don't know, like 10 days or something in isolation now. With him.
That's through choice.
I know.
It's not even like there's anything wrong.
No, I know.
Just reading, there was over 300 at that Talbot Cumnock 20s derby last night.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Decent, you know, and could have been far off 200 here as well.
I think that was our biggest crowd last night.
You know, it was
another
great.
derby. A good turn at the gate, so we did at Pice. We were parking the ref last night, so it's appreciated. Everybody puts a donation in it.
I think the Friday night football's been a bonus for everybody.
Aye, well, you know, when we do 21s, you know,
Just
nobody
seeing a bit of action. It looks there'll be a sub here in the back of that. I see a jersey going on. Mikey Bailey's went off.
Aye.
Could be Fergus Owens coming on for his second appearance. Never actually noticed the incident itself.
I was too busy talking about
Jamestown. Well, Banky's temporarily down to 10, but Niven wins well in the air. Comes forward again, and Johnson does well this time. Slattery, Hodge.
Fraz sitting in at centre half now.
Here come Pollock with a man advantage. Big hello to Laurie O'Neill. Something passed on that info about the Talbot crowd.
Afternoon, Laurie.
Couple of goals at Rutherglen. It's Glencairn 1, Blantyre 1. It was 11 minutes in. One apiece. Throw in coming for Wharton. Needs somebody else out here. It goes back to Wharton. He'll deliver. I think Niven's just got a touch on
No
it.
touch to anybody.
No.
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 Lionel's got that one right.
It must have been really high if it missed Matt's head.
Some pace it had been put on.
He's really driven it. Here
Aye.
comes that substitution now. So it will be Owens. He'll be coming on for Mikey Bailey.
Just wonder if we need to make not make a tactical switch. I don't know if Big Fergus will go in at centre back. I'd go to right back here.
Substitution for Clydebank. Mikey Bailey is replaced by 26 Owens.
I think he's going into centre back.
Come Pollock up this right hand side again. To the far side. Good win by McKinley. Blankies can't clear properly. Niven wins the ball here. Drops to Johnson. He'll hook it clear.
Big Fergus won a couple of headers there. That'll do him a world of good as well. Just on the park, getting involved straight away.
Confirmation of the substitution there.
And again. That was well done by Hodgie there.
Does really well.
Aggressive to win the header and got clipped as well. He won as a free kick. Superb.
It's So after praising Mikey Bailey, he's picked up that injury. I hope it's nothing serious because we've been battered with injuries lately. The ball's knocked up the right hand side. Slattery will win something here. It'll be a Bankies corner.
I think we should mention Mikey's name. We're blaming him for own goals and
Sorry,
bookings
no,
and penalties.
you're blaming him for everything.
I'm not blaming him for everything.
And then the one that he did score, we got that wrong as well because
I
we were
didn't.
trying to stick up for him.
I didn't.
Here's a Bankies corner over on that right hand side with Lee Gallagher. He'll swing it in. Niven's there, it just escapes him, it's cleared out. Owens rolls it back to Gallagher. Gallagher's tackled well by Esplin and eventually Pollock get the free kick after Slattery's challenge.
It's a good corner for Gallagher. Struck right into the box.
Good
right
area.
in the eye. It is.
Everybody's just picked the wrong runs.
It's a free kick.
There's a foul on Slattery there, but he's not interested. Here comes Weir, taking on Niven, cuts back in. Slattery does well, it's a good tackle.
That's
It's
a
a dive there for
dive.
Esplin, he's
There's
looking
not
for
even-
it.
aye.
You know, but Banky's coming, Gallagher looks for McKinley,
He's
and he's
onside.
through. His first touch, McKinley, and then the goalkeeper. Oh, and he's put it wide of the target. That's a great opportunity. That's
a
a
corner, it's a
great
corner. No, it's
opportunity. Nah, I think he's just rolled it wide. Just rolled it wide. You see him, his first touch just bobbles just in front of him and he just knocks it by.
We're claiming that our boys are claiming for a corner. There. That's what I said was at a corner.
I'm not seeing anything in the replay. We'll have another look at it
the
again in a
goalkeeper
second.
dropped the ball, right, as if it was a corner, and then
Aye.
noticed the referee wasn't doing it, and then just took a goal kick.
We'll check it again in a wee second. Here's Pollock with the ball at the moment.
It's a big opportunity for us, but
It really is. I don't think Hamish's first touch was quite what he was
No,
hoping for,
no, it
and it
wasn't.
maybe just knocked him just ever so slightly. Here's Holmes, goes to Little, he's on the right. His ball looks for McKinley, but it's cut out by Brownlee. There's shouts for offside. Obviously, nobody knows the law in that far corner because McKinley's not involved in play at that point. Little's touch is poor. Pollock clear, only as far as McHugh. He heads it. It breaks to Grant. He drives forward for a lock. Goes in to Slattery. That's another solid tackle for Niven. Ball breaks to Esplin. He goes left. Hodge does well. Gets his tackle in twice on Fraser and Banky's break with Gallagher. Little finds McKinley on that right hand side, and now Little makes a run, finds the pass. Good effort. Not going to get the opportunity to see that corner shoot again. It's gone. And here's Little's effort. Would maybe like to get a wee bit of power on it, bit of height. It's unfortunate.
after his goal, that tremendous goal here, why not have a bash from there?
Just over 23 minutes played now at Home Park. Couple of half chances at both ends now. McKinley probably the best chance of the game for me at this point.
Best chance of the game. Hamish will be disappointed with himself that he's not took that one away. But if the keeper's made the save, surely the linesman or
Somebody
the
would
ref
see
pick
it.
up, you know.
I wasn't convinced for here.
I
But
wasn't
when you
sure
see
myself,
players
but
closer, you know, that's absolutely. Here's a chance, and Pollock have taken the lead. And I don't know where that came from. We got the opening goal. It's Weir.
it's just a long ball at the side.
It's just. We'll come up for Grant,
Scorer for Pollock, number 10, Wheel.
and Weir gets in behind. Drills that right-footed across. For the opening goal of the game, 24 minutes. Pollock, one to the good. And we're back underway. Pollock just taking the lead here at Home Park. That goal from Josh Weir in the 24th minute. Just as we were thinking that we were starting
Aye, come back
create a
and
few
impose
things,
it and
aye.
sell, A simple goal, there's nothing fancy about that one.
It's just a ball in the channel in it, you know, and
Aye, we've no doubt about it.
Weird makes a good run.
Aye.
And it's a good finish, he catches it well. I even think Jameson would have saved that. Pollock looking for another foul there. Hodge has just been strong. It's a right good, solid attempt for the ball. Here comes McKinley, holds it up, goes to Gallagher on the right, looks for options. Hodge goes outside him, he'll be fouled. The foul will be lying there. Bankies take it quick. Hodge releases Gallagher. He'll go into Johnson. Forced back to Owens. He finds Holmes back with Johnson. Hodge on the right hand side. At the feet of McKinley. Nice to get it to the other side. McHugh moves up that left. Pollock defend it well and clear. Through Walton's back with Niven. He looks for Gallagher. Beaten in the air.
Couldn't wait to get that, could
Think
he?
there
Couldn't
was
wait to
anything
get
there. It was like because he never gave the last one. We'll
Aye.
go with the claim. And he's pulling Owens in. You know, he's only on the park 2 minutes. He's going to caution him.
Is that for the foul? Did he say something?
I
'Cause
really don't know, but that's
if
unbelievable.
If he's booking somebody for that,
That's
wait till you see some of the 50-50s. Wait to see some of the tackles he'll let go now. So if was that a foul for a push maybe?
I really don't know. I don't think it's a foul.
Well, that's what we're saying, but
You know,
if he's gave the foul,
what's he
right,
giving it
obviously
for?
gave a foul, is it? Did he say
You know what I
something,
mean?
or is he
The
getting?
boy's on the park 2 seconds.
If that's a booking for the foul, then Jesus.
You know, I think you look at the one with Mikey, which was a good tackle. It's a foul for behind. You know, that's merely a caution
of course,
for
that's what I
a
mean,
non-foul.
Yep.
I hope the officials watch us back. The free kick's delivered and Owens. Well, he does well, but Weir picks it up. Pollock have it the goal line. The Q gets the head away, and that effort's coming in their direction. That effort for Horn. Not really any words for that one.
I have got my better not say it on
Aye.
live.
There's an Evan Horn signed for Pollock back in April, is that right?
Aye. Quite a few senior clubs there for
A few
23.
names, aye. Shire, Stirling Albion, St Mirren, Dunfermline, Dundee United. That was not one of his better moments. Owens is beaten in the air here, but never no clear. Be a throw in. 20 yards for the goal line. It's now about 15 yards for the goal line. Comes
much
into
room
Fraser, he gets a chance away. Good save for Stevenson.
Too much room there for that throw-in. Time to turn. Good hands for Jamie, but it's
Does
shouldn't
well,
be allowed that
good
space.
effort. Stevenson just catches it well. Goes long towards Little. Pollock break again. Move it from left to right. Into Grant. Tries to get by Holmes. Holmes does. Gets the tackle in, but Grant does well. Keeps it. Knocks it up. Outside. And that'll be that has got to be a caution here. That's absolutely ridiculous, that tackle.
He's not going to. Is he?
Yeah, he has to. He has to.
Yes.
You know, there's absolutely no doubt about that. You know, you just look at that again.
Ocean's got to jump out the way. Up.
Aye, yeah, you see it there. You know, it's even get another look at it. Ocean does well, just knocks it away, and Grant goes into the book. 29 minutes. Yeah, that is
He's
a caution,
Of
you
course
know.
that is, aye.
big Fergus bullying the boy. Yeah, getting his booking.
I think he's got to have said something.
Must have. It can't be for that tackle alone.
No.
Stevenson goes long, looks for McKinley. It's won by Walt again, breaks to Little. He gets it back to Slattery, just gets it caught under his feet. Pollock looking for something on the edge of the box here. I wasn't quite sure because had followed the ball.
I think Slattery maybe fell into the boy and
Oh, Johnson's giving it away. Niven will go into the book here. Right, you have any complaints about that? It'll be a good one to take. But there's about 3 covering defenders there. You see it there.
That's plenty.
You know,
Fergus was going to get that.
Aye, you can see that fair replay. Niven had to take that one. Johnson never done him any favours. You done that, Cod?
Have I done that? Never.
Just hearing for the Dutch Bankie as well. Good to hear for you. Watching over in Arnhem in the Netherlands. It's a free header for Fraser, but Owens clears. Lumped forward again. McKenzie delivers. Comes off Gallagher and Stevenson will grab it. So I hope to see the Dutch Bankie over here soon.
I think we need to get a bit tighter of Sean Fraser. That's twice now he's peeled away for a throw and then a free kick there. And just need to give him any room. He's a good player, Sean Fraser.
Won a few things in the air today as well. You know, he doesn't look the biggest. A bit
No,
like
he's not.
our own Kieran Mulcahy, where he does well in the air. 32 minutes gone. Bankie's a goal down here to Pollock. Niven does well there. McKinley wins a flick, but Little hasn't read it. Pollock clear. McHugh will return it in the air. Slattery does well in the air. Beats Lyon. McHugh. Johnson does well, but ball break for a Pollock throw in. 10 yards inside the Bankie's half. Wharton will take it again, I think. Up the channel, but Niven reads it well.
That's away.
Ball's out, yep. Doesn't matter how long it takes him if he gets them right. Good question though.
I gently was wondering. I thought it went out and then he never put his flag up. I don't know why.
Oh, waiting again, I think it's the talking to each other before he gives it, but again, it doesn't sell it so well to players and fans, you know.
No, but surely that's his decision. He doesn't have to tell the ref that.
No, I think it will be his decision. It's just the manner of how they make it. Slattery looks for Little. It's good cover for his side serve. He goes back to the goalkeeper, Longmuir. He'll go long. Looks for Esplin, but Slattery wins. But Pollock got the second ball, but it breaks now to Gallagher, McKinley, Nicky Little. Not sure what happened there.
I couldn't see there was too many players in my view.
He's definitely onside. I just can't get good
cover
covering there for
defender,
McKenzie, to be fair.
Maybe he's got a toe in or something.
Just gets in front of him. Longmuir goes long to Grant. He wins on to Fraser. And they come Pollock up his right hand side. Delivered by Weir. Owens clears at the front post. It's a nice touch for Grant, but you know, just another wee contentious thing there is, although he doesn't go to the ball, see when you're running across the ball like that,
it puts people off.
You know it does, and that's impacting ability to play the ball, to put in a challenge.
Yep.
I think it's something that they've tried to mess about with too much.
I think we've seen it here. Was it the Cumbernauld game that the boy was coming out offside but walked across the defender?
Another big hello to MacArthur. Gets a shout out every time. Raymond Henry, he's watching in today. He's enjoying the replays and the clock. It's like watching match of the day.
Aye, for the 70s.
That'll be a second ball he's got to sponsor this season because he's had another shout out, you know.
Just keep shouting him. What do you need for a match sponsorship from?
We've just done that. That's my P45 coming.
Oh, right, aye.
Cheers, Cod.
You're welcome.
Here comes McHugh. Finds McKinley. Banky's keep the ball. Holmes. Niven goes for the switch to Hodge over on the right hand side now. Started the game at centre half, of course, with injury to Bailey. McHugh again. It's moving forward. Slattery. Will he find Holmes?
No, he
Does well to keep it in. He'll win the throw in. Does well there.
Aye, good play for us there. Homer's done well to keep on.
McHugh has it. He tries to get to the byline. He's closely guarded by Grant. Eventually forced back to Holmes, who'll deliver towards that front post. Flags
right.
went up. That looked like a great opportunity there. Good delivery for Holmes. Little does just look offside, to be fair, and the tackle was a good one, so he wasn't getting a shot away anyway.
The boy for the right back, Grant, he's been impressed with him. Right back, sorry, wing back, yeah. Number 2, he's had a good game so far, I think.
Defends well and gets forward at every
Aye.
opportunity. You know, sort of wing back you want in your team. You know,
Aye. Oh, aye, up and down the park.
Hodge does well there again in front of Fraser. Just kind of keep it in. Fraser did well just to knock him off his balance and probably make it a wee bit difficult for him.
Aye.
Clever forward play. Here now, Brian Knox is on his way, so he's listening live, he's coming to watch.
We're on the radio as well.
Aye, aye.
Oh, nice. Banky's FM.
Banky's FM.
Could think I hear a few things at FM.
Hodge running into Baller there, dispossessed by Fraser.
What was it?
Johnson does well. I think
There's
it's
a
hard
free
to
kick.
see that through there, but you know, Johnson does well and he's being pulled back. I mean, Johnson's won the ball and then the Pollock player comes in and wins the ball, but you know, I don't know what more
Just play on.
Johnson can do.
Just let the game go.
There's been some strange fouls given.
Yeah, there has indeed.
It's par for the course. Got to defend them. It's a good ball in. 2. Oof. I tell you, that wasn't far away.
That's a
It wasn't far away. It's
that
a
is
great delivery into a
great
dangerous
delivery.
area.
That
Comes
should
into
have been
that
2
back
for them.
post. Niven just can't get there, and it's a header for Weir. It just goes by that post. Probably got away with one there.
A bit of slack marking there.
That's a couple of right dangerous balls they put into that area.
Aye,
You know,
that is.
Jamie did well early doors
He
catching
did. But aye,
one, but
decent deliveries for Pollock.
you know, McHugh does well initially, maybe just too heavy in a touch, and Pollock break again. Gallagher and Johnson defending well. Gallagher's away, and he's going and he's going, and he's kept the ball really, really well. Brilliant play for Gallagher. I think he was
he's done well.
fouled about 3 times.
Aye, he was. Aye.
But I'm not convinced it was getting pulled back.
That wouldn't have been.
Holmes has it now on his left hand side. Pollock with everybody behind the ball. There's Grant. He's now playing in the left wing position. Bankies eventually lose possession. I was like watching one of the wee boys just chasing the ball with it. It's mine,
Aye,
it's mine,
like
it's mine.
Schoolboy stuff, innit?
So there's going to be something here. This will be interesting. That was
What's he
blocked
gave?
out
I was
by
actually following the
the
ball.
camera there, but as you see this ball coming in, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. We'll have another wee look at that. Into Hodge. I think the right arm just maybe
He's caught him.
caught him. Don't think there's any intent in it. You know,
Didn't like it, to be
no,
honest.
no. Well picked up by the official. I had to watch it 3 times to see that, so
Typical ref.
got to give them credit sometimes.
There you go. If Fergus Owens is getting booked for a sort of nudge in the back, that's got to be a booking then.
You would think
I'm not
so.
saying the boy deserves a booking for that. I'm saying if he's gave that one earlier on.
Consistency is what you're looking for, innit?
Yes.
Q wins it in the air, beats Grant. Just 4 minutes till half time. Plus any additional. Another great ball for his side serve to Grant, and there's that same ball
run.
in.
That's the same run.
It's the same run for Weir. It's time he tried to pick out Fraser, but I think he's do clear. Only as far as Fraser, he's picked up that far side, he won the corner. Was all learning that earlier lesson for that same ball for Grant looking for Weir.
Maybe I just lack of communication phase there, you know, if you're passing someone on, let somebody know that the run's been made in behind them.
I think we've got just 175 viewers at the moment, so hope you're enjoying the game. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are, you know, just to
A bit of communication, we're talking about communication there, just let Big Matt know
Flynn
that
comes in
that's
quick. There's a chance. Don't think there's anything there, but we'll have another
Aye.
look at that as well.
I think Hodge is right trying to get in. It's
Aye.
where they see it there and they're screaming for penalties. That guy's already dived early on in the
Aye,
game.
Hodge does well. Stevenson gathers up as well. I think when you see the reactions of defending players in the situations,
Aye,
it
of course.
tells you a story,
It does.
and it's not something that we like to see. Ball McKinley to Little, just can't get over it.
They've worked well. That's the first time we've sort of seen them link up there for a while, Nicky and Hamish. And Nicky's done well to put the guy off, Hamish done well to flick it back inside.
Just catches underneath, fires over the bar. Maybe hoping to find his range shortly, it's just not quite.
That's no happened yet for him. Plenty
Yeah.
of time, but
Of course, hoping he saves it for a second half and it's right in front of us, you know. Here comes Grant again, he'll keep that in. Holmes goes over, Grant goes back, delivery. Hodge will
that's
clear.
a late one in Hodge, I think. I thought Hodge is just getting on with it,
Found
but
Gallagher, and Gallagher will move forward. Goes into Little, but again a pass back, the return ball is no great. To be nice about it.
it's no happened yet, is it?
Cool, see that out for a throw in. Just over a minute and a half of normal time left this first half. Apologies if you picked up any language there. Q throws to Holmes. Switch it to Owens. Goes to the far side to Hodge. Gallagher. And Little are the options. He goes to Little. He finds Gallagher. Gallagher's ball's poor and it's easily picked up by Weir, but Niven does well just to shadow him. And it's a good tackle for Slattery.
Unbelievable.
I thought he got a nick on the ball there.
He's won it.
We'll have another look at that as well. He gets his toe on the ball. It's a good tackle.
The boy that he's allegedly fouled is still chasing the ball because he doesn't
Nobody
think it's a free kick.
stopped him,
Aye, and he's gave it.
Disappointing. It'll be a Pollock free kick taken by Wharton. It's for Mackenzie on that far side. He can only knock it out for a goal kick. And we're just a few seconds from half time. Stevenson will take it. Looks like he's going long. Mackenzie wins. Banky's clear, but again, doesn't he fall for MD and that?
He's gave it to him.
That's another crazy one because
I'll need to see. I might need to see that one again. I thought
again I think
Slattery was fouled.
Slattery wins the ball and the guy just catches him and you can see the
Somebody
annoyance
get
there, and
Slattery.
Slattery's went into the book for that. If we'll get another look at that, but we'll try. Ball's put forward, but Owens does well, knocks it to Hodge, and he'll try and clear for McKinley. You know, and I think that is a foul.
I don't know.
You know?
I think he's threw himself to the ground.
Aye,
If there was a nudge, he's made a mess to it, and
I
it's.
think he's had a wee hand, you know, but bit of head tennis here. Slattery and Johnson combine, get it forward, and there's a wee swing there, and Hamish doesn't he?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go
I
again.
know.
Is he going to just call it half time? He is indeed. I hope he goes in half time and watches the video.
Aye, maybe send him a couple of cuts in it.
There we go, it's half time. So that's half time. We're a goal down. We'll be back in just a few minutes' time. There's a wee penalty kick competition going on with the 2010s, and we're joined here by Banky's number 1, Jamie Donnelly. Jambo, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Obviously, you've been at the club since last year. It feels like forever with COVID and stuff like that, but how have you enjoyed coming to Banky's?
Oh, I've loved it, mate. I was always interested when Moff obviously asked us, but they weren't here before. But since I've got here, mate, it's been a different class.
What's the dressing room like?
Oh, superb. There's no one big time person in it at all. It's all a good group of boys that are all funny. They can all rip the arse out each other and all take it, do you know what I mean? But no, it's a group, there's no bad eggs or anything like that, do you know what I mean? And it's all good footballers and all. No passengers or nothing.
Nothing, no. Who's give some dressing room gossip, come on, go and stitch somebody up.
Conor Linus is raging he never played today. Never started. After training for 15 minutes on Tuesday and half an hour on Thursday, he said he should have been in, but that's questionable, isn't it?
You might get 15 minutes later on, eh? Yeah.
Fucking I hope no.
How's the dressing room felt with the return of fans? I think a few folk had talked about how weird it was having them come back initially.
I personally love it. There's nothing better, you know what I mean? And if you make a big save or something, you hear the cheer, or if we score a big goal and you hear the cheer, you know what I mean? But it was strange for going for last season when there was nothing, do you know what I mean? It was just everybody could hear each other talking a lot more and all that. So I think that's maybe one thing we need to work on. We probably need to be louder on the park as a team, especially when there's a background noise, you know what I mean?
I think it adds to that, you're trying to get decisions and things like that as well, just having that wee bit about you.
Definitely, need to be streetwise.
Last week was a big week with the Scottish Cup draw, big week for the club, something we've been waiting on for a long time. What was the mood in the boys when that came out?
Oh, all the boys were excited. They're excited now, but who's it, Burnt Island or Dalkeith have got?
Aye, they've just kicking off in a couple of minutes.
Is it a replay of
The
it?
replay of the day, it's a 3 o'clock kick off. So.
Well, fans are set against them, do you know what I mean? So there was talk of it going on the telly and all that, but I think that's went to some Diddy game, you know what I mean? But
aye,
the less said about that,
it's a game in England they're showing for the Scottish Cup, so.
But it's alright, we'll just go in when it's the second round or the quarter final or something, we'll just be on the telly for that one.
I was going to say 4th round, but quarter final, that's what we like to hear up here, a bit of confidence. Obviously, last few weeks you've had a wee injury, how's that ticking along?
It's alright, it started at Troon for a goal kick, it was my hip flexor I was feeling it. I get through Troon, played Glenafton the full game, and every kick I hit felt like it was pulling away at my thigh and my hip flexor. So Jamie was stepping in, doing excellent in the midweek games and that, and then I was going again the Saturday and it was the same again. I got to the Darvel game and I took a wee bit of time off before it, played, and about 15-20 minutes into the first half I took a kick and I just felt it go again. So I'm just getting a wee bit of rest time, hopefully be back, if not next week, the week after.
Desperate to get back for that cup tie in,
Right,
start with the run to the quarters.
Definitely.
Talk a wee Jamie there, and obviously Max as well, a couple of good young goalkeepers coming behind you.
Oh, excellent. And credit to that goes to Big Phil as well, the two of them in training, and Big Phil, his sessions are superb, do you know what I mean? They're enjoyable for us all. Nobody really, I've been with goalie coaches before that have just drilled you and just had you absolutely battered, do you know what I mean? But Phil makes everything fun and all that, and we've got a good wee team between us, do you know what I mean? We all look after each other, the young goalies and that. I'm not a young goalie anymore, but we look out for each other, do you know what I mean? But if there was any doubt that Jamie could step in, for me it's been knocked right out of the water, because the wee man's been excellent the last couple of weeks, I think.
We have to talk about young goalies since my Daniel's a goalkeeper and they're currently 2-0 up there in Formartin.
Oh, aye.
Any tips for the wee man? He's 15.
One my dad used to always say to me when I was a wee guy, and I used to hate it. He's like, kid on the wings are in the goal and the ball's a bomb. I was like, I never bothered that. That'll probably explain why I've not got any wings in it, you know what I mean? But
so if you're listening to that, Daniel, there you go, there's a tip for the future, son. I think Phil's said that he'll come down and get Daniel down to do a wee bit with someday, so that'll be good for him. Stevie Dugan's taking your photo there, mate. So
no, if I've been on the telly, do you know what I mean?
You know, it's a £10 fine for the telly, it's only a £5 fine for the photos.
Well, that will not be going anywhere near the paper or that.
Back page of the Clydebank Post.
As long as there's no front page, we're alright, innit?
Any questions, Cod? You want to throw anything into the mix here? I don't think where else we can go with you. I don't know if you caught the stuff on Twitter this morning. What do you think of Blackie trying to stitch Kev Green up into coming here at half time?
Kev Green deserves it, to be fair.
Fair enough. Any reason for that?
Or just how nervous he was before we had done an initiation song, or even the new boys for last year because we never got a night out. We done one at the start of the year, our night out, and Big Kev was nervous as anything, and he was singing Wonderwall. He'd be Oasis. Had to find the lyrics on his phone, didn't know the words to Wonderwall, and he was practising in the shower and all that. And the full day, he was just a bag of nerves, and I don't blame him. You know what I mean, I'd be nervous if I looked like him or not.
Was he any good?
No, shite.
No. Who's the best chanter in the dressing room?
Oh, apart from myself, probably, I don't know, Sevy was quite good.
Sevy, aye.
But most folks were rotten, to be fair. It was a poor standard. They're better footballers than what they're singers anyway.
That's better banter, that. I know you don't want good singers,
No,
you know, they're here to play football, so let's keep them up with that.
That must have been a long session.
Aye, with all the players,
It was about 20 songs or something, you know what I mean? We Hamish is still to do his, we Fergus still to do his. So we'll get them, we might even get them up here.
I was going to say we could get them on live, aye. Could be a Christmas number one in the making.
It's a 50 quid fine if they don't do it, so.
Now the teams are coming back out, so Jambo, thanks for your time there.
No
it's
problem,
good to talk to you, mate. We'll get you up again. Hopefully see you
I'll be
back.
playing, but
Well, that's aye, we'd rather be talking about you than tell you, but take that the right way.
Cheers, my man.
Thanks very much,
Speak to you
mate.
later.
Enjoy the rest of the game. There you go, Banky's number one. Jamie Donnelly getting us a wee bit of gossip in the dressing room and breaking cods, headphones. Always good to see the players coming up for a wee bit of interaction with us as well. And we weren't sure if we were going to have Jambo. There was a talk of an ex-player coming in, but that fell through at the last minute. That's something we'll look to do in the future. You'll donate a ticket. The address is back up there. Apparently if we get 100 donated tickets we might score a goal. Don't know if there's any truth in that, but you know, you never know. Just clocking Kev Green and Chris Black deep in conversation together, so maybe they've kissed and made up. Everyone's back out, just waiting on the management teams to clear. And we're back underway. Banky's looking to get on the attack quickly. Throw in with Little, into McHugh. Nice touch for Slattery, finds Holmes, does well. He'll win the throw in, he's unlucky. Pollock feel it should have went their way, but McHugh takes it quickly to Holmes. Clouded out by Grant. He gets the ball across. It's not far away for the head a little, but Pollock clear, they go long. Bit of Banky's throwing over here on the right hand side, just inside their own half. Another ball forward. That was crowded, but Johnson picks it up. He's pulled back. Yep, no doubt about that. Esplin protests, but I don't think there's any doubt. He points to the arm there as well, referee. I'm not quite sure what that was for. Take his word for it. Be a Banky's free kick. Looks as though it's maybe 10, 11 yards for the edge of the penalty area. Just looking where the referee's lining the wall up. They're pretty much on the line, albeit at an angle. Couple of half times it was getting Cumnock, they're 2-0 up in Talbot. And it's Meadow nil, 1 and 2 as well. Here comes Gallagher with the Banky's free kick. He'll take it left footed, tries to get rid of the wall, and it's a great save. Keeper does really well. Muir gets down low to his left. We'll take the corner next. Here comes Gallagher, delivers. Penalty spot, looks towards Niven. Cleared. Bill Lyon looks for Gallagher. Gallagher, he's unlucky there, but he'll concede the throw in. I think he won the first one. Feels he was maybe nudged in the back. Near side assistants, no interested. I'm hearing that we'll donate a ticket. QR code might not be working. So I'll put the web address in, you can find it through the club shop. Apologies for that. Not aware of any problems. Here come Pollock, it's Weir, comes on the right hand side. Stevenson, and he's got away with one there.
Well done, Big Fergus there.
Big Fergus gets back and clears the second one off. Does well to make the first save. Big Fergus Owens gets back on the line and keeps Bankies in the game. Bit of fortune there, Cod.
Aye, seen Jamie making the save. I don't know where the ball rebounded to. I couldn't see it properly. Also seen the boy put it back across the goal, and Big Fergus has done well to keep us out of jail.
Morton will take the throw in over that far right. Looks for Fraser. Comes back, twists and turns. Delivers eventually. Niven ducks to head clear. Finds Holmes, but Pollock have it back.
That's just
and
a
there
dive.
Again, that's another dive.
Oof.
And there's something happened in there, by the way. When he's turned his back, and the linesman has got his flag up. He's got his flag up, and now he takes it back. This is unbelievable. There has to be some form of sanction here if he's going to go back to that. Now it starts for the dive.
Yep, that's exactly where it came from. The dive. I think Fraz, maybe is not happy with it, which is rightly so. It's not the first time they've dived today.
Again, there's nothing. He tries to buy it, and Johnson tells him, and yep, the head comes up onto Fraser Johnson.
Is that a hit?
It looks like a potential headbutt situation by Fraser. Be really interesting to see what happens here, because obviously McKinley's now boring down on the goalkeeper in a really promising situation.
To be fair, the linesman had his flag up for a while.
He does, but the referees let it go and let it go. And he's pulling in Fraser Johnson.
What?
He's pulled in Fraser Johnson. He sent off Fraser Johnson. He's. I hope he enjoys watching this back tonight. I tell you.
Well, that's for the linesman.
That's what I'm saying. But that's absolutely abysmal. Now we need to get the players away from there, because it's not going to help Emily. There goes Fraser, goes looking for him as well. So, tell you this, it takes two to tango. I hope some of these boys enjoy themselves when we watch this back tonight, because it's borderline embarrassing.
You said they're getting assist?
Apparently so.
Oh, no, we've gone very far in
so, So now we're going to go with a free kick to Pollock,
But because of a dive to start with.
It's absolutely abysmal. Interesting to watch that back later on. Interesting to watch that back. Fraser Johnson just needs to calm himself down.
So their player dives to start with, and this is the outcome here. So how's he should be clamping down on the dive, and he's already let 2 or 3 go early on again.
Aye. We'll watch that back later on. Free kicks delivered. Stevenson does well to claim. So there's a big turning point there, Cod.
Massive turning point, man. We're chasing the game, and now we're down to 10 men. And for here it looks as if their boys reacted to Fraser. Obviously annoyed
there,
that somebody diving. Why would you not be annoyed at somebody diving?
Nicky does well in Wharton. This will be a good opportunity. Maybe just too far out for a shot, Cod.
I think so. Maybe I know there's no a strong wind, but we're against it here.
We'll go back to the first half when Big Fergus comes on and picks up his weak booking there. Big Wharton gave away a foul and had a blast. And he just gets a word in his ear.
Don't do it again.
We used that word in the first half with consistency.
See the sending off there, I'm not blaming the ref, it's always the linesman that's seen that
Well,
one.
it's come from the far side.
But I don't know what he's seen, you know. I don't know if the linesman here could have seen it and maybe helped it. But
I'd
you're
like
right,
to
the
think that they're
consistency.
both talking to each other. You know,
Well,
they're
aye.
mic'd up.
Yep. But you're right,
But-
consistency with, you know, Fergus's booking and then that.
Looks like Holmes is going to try and swing it round the wall, but it comes off the wall. Think it come off side serve. Blankies will start again. Owens goes with a long diagonal, but Grant will clear. Gives Pollock a chance to break. Pollock obviously a man to the good. Owens does well again. Goes back to Stevenson. Very unlike Jamie, that kick.
Maybe could have took a touch, controlled it.
So disappointing stuff there.
I think that, hopefully no, but I think that could take stuff into us.
Really could. It work two ways, you know. It can galvanise you when you know you've been wrongly done.
Aye.
You know, and it make you work that wee bit harder, which they're going to have to do now.
Going to have to.
Been down to 10 anyway. It's another good block for Stevenson. Line just getting in behind.
Good cover for Ocean coming on as well.
Does well. Just forces a wee bit wide and takes away the angle he's got to shoot it. Interesting to see if there's any Twitter thoughts on the sending off incident, but you know, somebody's come back with should have been a red card the other way. It's a decent effort, but Bankies will clear, and here comes Gallagher. He's got a chance to break.
Keep driving me, man. Keep going.
He'll keep going. He does well, skips by another. Looks for the run a little, but it's just done. Wharton does well to defend it and clears it long.
Someone else on Twitter that's watching it thought it was a red card the other way. Or for the crowd, sorry.
Somebody thought it was the other way. Aye.
I'm watching the Bank's TV or
Yeah, watching
right.
for the
Fair point,
replays
right,
and stuff. I have to say, from your angle and having the benefit of a replay these days, it's hard to disagree with that. Davy
I know.
Lindberg tells us it's a ridiculous decision. Not sure if Davy messaged. Was Katie playing today?
I think they won 3-2.
3-2. Another fiver save, Davy. Well done. Is that a tenner? Tenner Katie gets?
I'm not sure.
Should be now that we've said it.
Don't know if anything else happened during the game.
You know.
They mentioned something last night, but I can't remember what it was. I think you replied to it.
Nah, I was here.
Alright.
I was here. Cove Youth still 2-0 up at Formartin. That's me getting stitched for a
Right.
fiver at this rate. 18 minutes to go. I'll take a 3-1.
Skinflint.
Correct. Wharton will take this throw in again for Pollock over the far side. Finds Grant. It's a
Well done.
good battle and play there for McHugh. Grant gets a wee break this time. This is a really good game for Pollock. We
right,
mentioned that earlier.
Like that boy. It's a foul.
That's a foul on Hodge.
That side as well.
And it's offside. I don't think it looks like he's given the foul, to be fair, but
Aye.
the flag stays up. Some bizarre looks in the crowd this afternoon.
That's nothing
Goes
to do with
long.
that's nothing to do with the decisions either.
Holmes will take a free kick here. I think he feels that it's another dive. I think there's been 4 or 5 dives in this game, and this is when you don't pick up in the first 1 or 2 dives, this is what you end up with, and you end up with players getting infuriated. Players have to be better and not react in that manner.
You're right in both senses there, but is diving no a caution anymore?
Simulation, they call it.
I can call it what you want. I know, but I know. But is it not a?
In some situations, I mean, if you're trying to deceive the officials, then
If you're diving, that's what you're doing.
You know, that's what you're trying to do. But you know, in terms of deceiving officials, I mean, you kicking the ball out and then claiming the throw in, that's trying to deceive an official as well. So
I know.
how far do you want to go with?
I
with that,
thought the diving part was the big thing, which you say 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know how many dives they've had today. And
there's at least 4 I can think of, and one of them's led to a red card to us.
Yeah.
But I think, like I say, when everybody watches that back, they'll be disappointed with themselves. The referee's unfortunate that he turned his back on it to follow the ball.
I know, well, aye,
you
exactly.
know.
That's what he's got linesman there for, isn't he? You know, as I say, no blame lying with the ref there. It's
McHugh and
definitely
Grant
the
battling
linesman
away,
that's
but
gave
McHugh wins it and looks for Gallagher on the left-hand side. Side surf, sticks the foot out. Gallagher will get the free kick. McKinley's made a good offer for it, but the referee slows the game down. I think there's any need for him to go over there. There's no wall, you know, nothing to stop Lee going.
I know.
You know, there comes the boy Grant, you know, pulling up the socks. You know, again, his only intention is stopping the game for restarting.
Can't blame him.
Another
Can't blame
offence in
him.
itself. No. You know, you're expecting somebody to clamp down on it. Now that ball, you think that's 10 yards?
No.
Given it the corner at is to the other side of the 18-yard line.
No, it's no. I know.
Anyway, Gallagher will deliver. Left-footed, far side.
Good ball.
Comes in.
Oh,
And
man.
Hodge puts it over. That's a good opportunity. Hodge will be disappointed when he sees that back.
Oh, that's a great chance. It's a great ball for Lee.
Great ball for Lee, but in the back post, just seems just to get caught underneath it. Good defensive clearance is what I think they call that at the other end.
That would have been it for the other end, aye.
Of course, how did I forget? It was a 3-2 win for Katie last night.
Is that not what I said, aye?
North Lanarkshire. I know, now that you mention it, I remember it. Last minute winner, that's what you like to hear. Pollock moving up the left hand side, he'll have a throw in. Side surf will take it. Looks maybe 15 yards for the goal line. Pollock delivered from the penalty spot. Good feet.
I don't know what had
well to
happened in the
begin
box here just before it, but the way Fraser's hit the deck again.
I don't think we quite caught that, but Weir does well there, and then the shots
The driver,
no great.
black Vauxhall Corsa, registration Charlie Bravo 10, Charlie Oscar Bravo. Please return to your car and move it immediately. You're blocking the bus garage. If it isn't removed, the police will be called.
Unlucky for Sevy. Just having another wee look through Twitter. The general consensus is that it stemmed from a dive,
Which we could see for here.
which you could see. Some folk no sure if there was 100% Pollock headbutt, but I certainly don't think Fraser Johnson's headbutted MD.
No, so
Pretty convinced
I'm sure
of
the
that.
straight red would be for violent conduct then, but telling the guys dived, violent conduct.
Largs are 3-0 up on Benburb. Rossvale are 2-0 up on Troon. Scottish Cup tie, Dalkeith have taken the lead against Burnt Island. In the replay, there's a chance for McKinley. He wins something here, get the throw in, does
pressure.
well.
I
Good
think he's done
pressure
well as well.
again. I think he'll just take the chance to set themselves up. McKinley and Hodge exchange, goes back to Holmes. Delivers that back post. There's Little. Oh, it's a great save. That's a great save. We'll get another look at that. Great delivery for Holmes. He swings that in with the right foot. Little peels off, gets in front of his marker, and Longmuir does well by a corner.
I think Nicky's probably got too good a connection on that. I think if that's glanced off his head, goes either side, it's going to be in.
Gallagher delivers. Here comes Hodge and just goes over. Holmes will chase out to Weir. Weir's pass is poor. Slattery picks it up again. Not the best ball for McHugh, but Horn's clearance is even poorer. Bankies will have a throw in. It's quickly taken by Holmes to Slattery. Back to Homer. Moves forward. He's
free
fouled
kick.
here. Referee's not interested again. It's amazing how many things can get missed in a game. As Pollock come forward. The shot for Fraser. It's an easy one for Stevenson to gather. He's not had much break with the decisions so far today.
No, looked like a foul on Homer, but yeah,
3 minutes
to
gone.
be, I'll give the ref a bit of credit. He was closer than us.
Kinley picks up that knock on. Try to get the byline. There's a wee pull at him there. I can
Chelsea's
see
been
that
pulled.
from here, you know. For some bizarre reason, we've got a throw in the other way. You know, the 2 pulls in the jersey clearly never happened.
No, that's fine.
You know. Now there's certain things that a referee won't see because he angles. But there's a guy with pretty much the same angle as us here on the near side and they're mic'd up.
Yep.
It's quite easy to feed that sort of information in.
Even the guy that's on that side, I know he's far away, but if he's got a clear view of that ball being out of play, he must be able to see a shot getting pulled.
Pollock clear again for Grant. Niven will return it. Slattery's beaten in the air. It drops to Holmes. Tries to knock it forward in the direction of McKinley, but Watt will clear it. The ball's just bounced about in the air.
That's
Slattery
scrappy.
gets it under control and makes for that left flank. So good defending there for
That's well defended.
Horn. Pollock will clear again. Niven wins the ball but falls for Fraser and he knocks it forward. Hodge comes across, wins the ball in the first instance, but ball's delivered. Good defence there for Niven. Sorry if you missed that. Replay jumped in too early. Half expecting another tumble.
See, when he started tumbling, I did think he was going to hit the deck.
McKinley crowded out the horn again. There we go with the delayed reaction.
I think that is a free kick.
Probably is, but you know, how hard is it to give the free kick? You know, we will look at it again and he does catch him, but there's never an advantage or anything to play there, so just kill the game immediately. Just having a moan for the sake of moaning.
Really?
Aye. Meda pulled one back against Colwynnon, so it's Irvine Meadow 1, Colwynnon 2. Always a pleasure to hear for Stephen McKeveney. He reckons that's the worst diving incident he's seen. He's got a video of me up. I think it's probably the best.
I don't think you dived.
I don't know if it is my video, is it? Aye, here you go. Look. Cheers for that, marker. That's another one on. Here are the views. Apparently I'm due 10 grand when it hits 10,000 views. So
Aye. Who's getting you that?
Marker, he's put it in that message here.
Oh, aye. Nice one, Marker.
We'll stick some of that towards the club. Niven will clear up, heads back to Stevenson. Just over 20 minutes left at home park. Banky's a goal down and a man down.
That's a free.
There's another.
It's all over the
It's
top.
all over the
Nicky.
top of Nicky, you know. And Nicky's done well. Now he gets away and he's pulled back, but he gets
Pulled it.
one
He's pulled.
away. And again, you pull that back. There's two of you looking at it. You know.
How can he know between the two of them? No, see that he's going to have a
He
shot there
knows
and
he
he's
has
pulled him
right
back.
pull back on the right shoulder. It's clear as day. Totally, there's advantages and stuff for that, but where's the advantage when you're getting pulled back as you're about to
While you're hitting
hit
your
a shot, you
Aye.
know?
As soon as if he pulled him back and he took another couple of yards and then struck the shot away, he's pulling him back at the same time.
Looks like there's some action coming over now. Subs bench.
Cammy McClare, I think, anyway.
Looks like McClare. Oh, come on. Pollock. Move forward. Lion tries to get free, but he finds Grant. He cuts inside. He's a left-footed effort. Never troubling the goalkeeper.
Thought that was good defending initially by Big Fergus. He didn't let the boy get a shot in, forced him across the 18-yard box, and made him play it wide. That Cammy and corner.
So Cammy and corner will be coming on. Interesting to see what sort of change takes place, but Stevenson's taking the goal kick. Finds Little. Again, he doesn't get much room. Had a spell at Pollock when he left Bankies a few years ago. Part of the Pollock team that lost in the League Cup final at Cambuslang. There's just the one arm in Hamish McKinley's back, but
That's fine.
you know, we'll just play it on. There's another two. It breaks to Hodge, takes it down to Holmes. Finds Little over on the right hand side. Pollock clear, McKenzie puts it long. Niven finds Owens, he does well, moves inside to McHugh. Holmes is the offer again. Back to Owens, back to Holmes. I think he's just struggling to get the ball out at the moment. Guess we'll get that change cut up shortly. We hit the 70-minute mark here at Home Park. Stevenson goes long, Little's the target. Goes up. There's another foul there, you know.
Stopping them from jumping.
You know, that arm comes right
Aye,
across.
so it stops Nick if you jumping. It's not not trying to hurt him or anything.
No,
but it's a
He's
foul.
trying to stop him
Aye.
challenging for the ball. You know, and there only is one guy interested in the ball.
Aye.
Hodge does well, cuts inside, but McKenzie reads his pass and goes long. He'll find Weir. He's in the left-hand corner. He'll try and buy something here. Owens goes over to the goal line, cuts back, gets it across, but McHugh clears with the head, and Hodge comes in, gets it to Niven, who goes long. McKinley challenges, wins
Done
it well. It's cleared by Brownlee. Referee has been told there's a substitution being made. It would just have been nice if the assistant waited to the ball for a throw-in. McHugh will be one of the subs going off.
Slattery as well.
And Slattery will be the other.
Well, maybe, hold on, no, he's maybe just talking to Ocean. Ocean might be staying on. Ocean's still in the park.
Cheers for that, Cod.
It's Hodgie, it's came off.
And Hodges come off.
Adam Hodge replaced by
Thinking maybe I don't know sure, maybe go to a back three there.
Is that Linus that's come on?
Aye. I'm not sure if what Moff was saying to Ocean, obviously miles away, but I don't know if I maybe go to a back three now because Hodges went off. I think Pollock making a sub as well. 10s went off.
So that's Weir going off for Pollock.
Can I see?
And he's replaced by
I think it's McCann.
McCann, 16 it looks like.
Aye.
Yep.
Stuart McCann.
So the goal scorer replaced. 72nd minute. Couple of subs there, just ruining the pace of the game just ever so slightly. Again, Duggett's getting upset about where the throw-in's taken for. Absolutely love
What's he gave now?
the mentality of football players and coaches when it comes to where a throw-in's taken for. Not quite sure what he's given here.
At the ball, half him
Maybe half
him.
him, I wasn't paying attention. But like some others here today.
Who would that be?
Some people. There's a 15:30 to Benidorm just departing.
You're Ross on it.
I think he's in the 16:40 to Amsterdam, if I remember right.
Is he off to Redam?
Aye, he's got to change there. It was nearly 300 quid in COVID testing, like, just to come back and see his mammy for a week. It's ridiculous. But we're here to talk about it in fact, but here's McHugh, moves it forward to Gallagher, gets it back. Looks like Moff's kind of maybe try to go for a wee bit and stretch the game. They seem to have
But as
a
well,
bit more width, you know.
That's a great ball.
That's
Ooh.
a great ball, and McKinley is beaten to it. Some dreadful shouts for a free kick today.
Aye,
You see what's went and what's been given. I suppose you should shout for everything.
I may as well shout for him.
You know,
See what you get off him.
deceiving the official, we've already talked about COD.
Well, if you shout for something, if you think it's a foul.
Did hear a bit of shouting last night in the early stages of the 20s game. You want to talk us through that?
What part?
Just the early stages. There was a wee thing in the technical area, but we're obviously quite a far way away from here.
Nah, no idea what you're talking about.
Esplin clears. Banky's throw in, but I don't know how McKinley seems to have just stumbled. But Niven does well there, gets a good tackle in, but Pollock keep it. Good recovery for
Holmes has done well.
goes to Little will try and switch it for McClare, just can't keep it in. Good defensive battling from Holmes there. McKenzie just slows it down, he'll let side surf come and take the throw in. Goes long. Owens wins it, wins the second ball, but Pollock return it. And it's Lyon. Esplin and Horn combine and play it forward. Little's being pulled there again. Referee thinks about that, the whistle comes up to the mouth and then he shakes his
original
head.
gate then, aye. What, is he
You
going to
know,
give him a free kick?
You know, it's
Should he be surprised?
here's Little, turns. I think the ball maybe get caught in the wind, but McKinley's in with a chance and it's just taking a bounce away from him. And that's just maybe been a bit typical of the Bankies' luck so far today.
Aye, just didn't hold up for him.
Just
Could
doesn't
have been
fall,
in there,
aye.
aye. Just the way the ball spun there.
Have another couple of Pollok. Just the one sub. It was Weirin shot that caught me it. And nobody seems to know who's going off. It'll be interesting to see if the
hurry
referee
up.
just restarts the game, go off at the nearest point. You know, he's certainly closer to this side of the park than the other, but
Yeah.
it's the end of the game for Fraser. He was obviously involved in the big incident of the game
And he dived.
when he dived, yes. Yes, I hope he sleeps well tonight. Sure if it stays 1-0 he will.
I think it's Adam Ford coming on.
Adam Ford that we talked about earlier. 60 Pollock goals almost. Good tackling for
Aye, well done
Holmes
to Homer.
again. Finds Little, but it's never going for Gallagher. Longmuir collects it, rolls it back to Wharton. He goes long again. Niven should deal with this. 12 minutes left here at home park, plus any additional time. I think it'll be 3 or 4 minutes given the
Probably not.
incident. Grant and Ford combine and it's delivered. Niven knocks that into the air. Little will come back.
That's a free kick.
There's a foul. Yep. At least we're getting that one. Stevenson will take. Great kicker of the ball. It's good to see the officials being forceful over
See,
the
you're talking about
yard or two.
throw-ins.
Aye.
What's the difference with a free kick then?
What is the difference between a yard or
No,
two
I'm
when
saying.
we've got guys blutering each other up and down the park, you know?
I know.
Gallagher is fouled there. I think he's just bought the throw-in right enough.
I thought that halfly.
Aye,
Obviously,
you know,
I must be that wrong.
good feet for McKinley, keeps the ball, rolls it into Little, knocks it back towards Niven. Bankies will try again. They've got 4 in the forward positions at the moment, but needs to be better deliveries for that if we're going to get anything out of this game. Fergus Owens and Matt Niven at the rear guard. Pollock just trying to keep the ball and stretch Clydebank a wee bit. Brownlee nearly gets caught out. Good feet.
That's the thing now, though. If they keep the ball, we made it down to 10 men, we're going to get
We'll
more
get tired.
Tired,
We'll get
aye.
tired.
See what we got, 10 minutes left.
Just went into the 80-minute mark. Still 10 minutes. We get something out of this one. Esplin just beats Little in the air. Here comes Grant going forward again. He's impressed for Pollock there. It's a fine ball. He finds Lyon. Skips inside. And that's
Good
a great
save.
save. Great save.
Jamie.
Does really well. Impressive
He's
play for
He's opposite numbers, giving him a clap there as well.
nice feet for Lyon. Just that's going at the bottom corner. Stevenson does really well. To tip that for a corner. Pollock will take it. Eventually it's Horn, that far side.
Absolutely no hurry.
No, I think he was waiting a 62 to get him there. The referee's seen something else. Not quite sure what was going on, other than the usual nudging.
Don't do it again and they'll just get back in there and do the exact same thing.
Must have been nice if they were as vigilant at the earlier incident that everybody's been talking about. Corner eventually comes in, goes to the back, and Holmes will clear. Not quite what he had in mind. Yeah, Pollock throw in that far corner. Apologies, that wasn't the Benidorm flight, it was going to Tenerife. I've just been corrected by Andy Watson. He reckons they'll be coming back with donkeys, sombreros and 200 Benson and Hedges.
Is that what you can go in it now, 200?
Don't know, I don't smoke. Again, Andy was talking about the Bankies on Grampian Hospital Radio this morning. Always good to get the Bankies gospel out there.
Good man.
He comes forward up that left hand side. Forced back to Mackenzie. That'll be an offside. against Lyon.
It was a late flag. I looked over at him there and he hadn't his flag up.
It was earlier on we were getting too quickly and now it's too late.
I had a quick look and
I was looking myself. I had a double look because I was just convinced that there must be a flag coming. He just looked offside.
he did look offside, so I had a quick glance over and he hadn't his flag up. I don't know why he put it up after it.
So we'll have an offside here. Disappointing to see him getting caught offside in that position. You're looking right across the line for
A dead ball.
wide dead ball, aye. Played long, McHugh won it. Finds Little, he knocks on. Gallagher comes across. He's picked up by Esplin again. You go to Grant. Ball forward, McHugh does well, finds Linus, and he'll get it halfway. McKinley brings it down, gets the turn. Thought he might have been pulled there, but
it's unlucky.
he's not looking for anything, to be fair.
That's the advantage of the man up there. They can crowd him out there when 2 or 3 run him.
Longmuir kicks right through to Stevenson. He comes out and gathers well again. I think Jamie's had a right good game once again, deputising.
Great pass as well, that.
Meda, they're now 3-1 down to Kilwinning. Holmes plays it forward, looks for Little.
Hamish is claiming he's been
on,
pulled in there.
One McKinley, I don't know if the camera picked anything up, but there's a wee shove in the back there. Aye, side surf. Gives him a wee push as it comes in.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a bad one there, is that McClare? That's a brutal challenge, and I'm not sure if I've actually caught that. McClare's away, he's flying.
High. That is high.
The tackle for Lyon.
Aye,
Now
Neil
he's
Kid
got
on
a
his
bit of
injured.
cramp.
Aye, of course he has. Of course he
You
has.
know, and he goes with a
That's just a
yellow.
yellow.
Aye, there's just caught the landing there, so there was nothing picked up with a camera on that one.
That was high.
But it did look high for here. Gallagher will deliver. We've got 4 minutes left. Comes in for Niven. He'll give the free kick here against Niven. There's no shock there.
Oh, no.
And now
He's actually rolling about in the
rolling about for the shove. Three and a half minutes of normal time left here at home park.
Still get time.
Still time to get something out of this. Well, there's only a goal in it. Remember, if you've not donated a ticket, check out the website. A couple of options there, but be greatly appreciated. Stevenson will gather. Get it forward.
I think we've went for it. Big Matt up front now.
Matt's up. Hamish is up. So it certainly looks like a front 5.
Might as well, nothing to
you
lose,
know,
have
there's
we?
nothing to lose. Big Matt will go up here.
Sizey, get him out your fucking road.
Gallagher looks to find Linus. It just seemed to catch in the wind a wee bit. McHugh does well. He's beaten
off it.
by
McCann.
Ford. McCann, sorry. Cheers for that cod. Once again, we've seen Holmes' defensive side.
He's done well
He's done
defensive
really well
side
today.
today, hasn't he?
And
A
he's
wee
fouled
nudge.
there with a wee nudge, you know. No doubt he'll move him back about
of
50
course,
yards,
aye.
you know.
What a fucking goal. Oh, a goal kick.
You know. Ball's delivered for Stevenson into Niven.
There you go.
Falls to Ovens. Niven! Oh, it's cleared off! Oh! There you go. We talked about a bit of luck earlier, you know, and once again, there's just none of it there.
He just rolled down Big Matt's leg,
Come off
didn't
his
he? I
leg
know,
and-
I didn't get good contact.
Never will be the target again. It's up. Side surf will win it. Pollock will clear. And now they've got the chance to pick us off. Grant moving forward again as he has done the whole game. He's been really good for Pollock, to be fair.
Boys did a great game.
Nice. Just defending that and getting it
Homer
away.
and
Let's
Connor
get
done
another
really well getting
look
back
at that
there.
opportunity. Niven gets the first, then defended clear. It was off Owens and just seems to strike. Big Matt and just run towards goal. And Pollock clear. There goes McHugh. Niven wins it in the air, but nobody feeds off the second ball. And that's what he's there for. You know, you have to be picking him up.
I need to be alert to that. As soon as you see him going up, he's going to win it 9
You know
times
he's
out
going
of
to
10.
win it. Stevenson kicks long, it catches the wind as well. McKenzie knocks it on in Banky's favour. Drops to Gallagher, he'll prod it forward.
Get in there, Cammy.
Cammy McClare will concede the throw in. Keeps Pollock in the corner. And we'll have another substitution. At least the far side assistants went to the balls out of play this time. And the referee will just let the number 9 waltz over.
And
It's the number 6 he's even further, so that's a bit time, you know.
just blow your whistle at him and then just
What is the
point.
point in blowing your whistle to then just let him run off, you know?
And now he's walking
Now
off.
he's just walking, you know. I would love to see a referee just go and caution somebody for that, you know.
I just have a wee chat with Paul. Have a wee laugh with him.
It's
Aye, a wee
pat in the
pat.
back.
Had a wee
Brilliant,
pat for you.
you
Well
know,
done.
no bother. And he'll have a wee chuckle with his gang the night when he watches it back. Oh, look at them, they're raging,
Aye.
you know. I'm sure the assessor will watch us back as well before he makes his second phone call,
Well, I would hope so.
you know.
I wouldn't want them getting up the leagues.
Goes long, we're into 30 seconds into stoppage time. There's a chance for McKinley. Oh, good defending there.
Might as well go for it now,
Side
ain't
surf
we?
just gets back. It's a corner for Clydebank. That gets the crowd roused a little. Gallagher will take it. We've got everybody within 20 yards of the Pollock goal except Craig Holmes goes into the back post. It's Owens with a header. It just can't get enough on it. Ball goes long. Not sure if that's a
Pretty
shot,
Jamie.
you know, but Stevenson will gather.
It's a fair wallop on him.
He can kick the ball. He's done that a couple of times.
Aye.
Just bounced the edge of the box. Good weapon to have. And having a target again, and he does win it. It goes to McKinley, to McClare. He runs into Little. Pollock will clear. So Mackenzie moves up that left hand side. He's in no hurry to get rid of the ball, but eventually goes long. McCann touches it down to Ford. Not sure how much he meant that, but he's got the ball back again. He's on the edge of the penalty area, right hand side. Cuts back into his left. Linus and Gallagher get back. Grant's picked it up. He's far on the right hand side. He's done well. He keeps it. He'll try and buy a throw in surely. He gets to the goal line. Good defending there. It'll be a goal kick. Now 2 minutes into added on time. I would expect at least another 2, given the big talking point of the second half.
The subs in that, if he's going to add that
Subs
one.
as well. Stevenson goes over ahead of Niven, and that's cleared. Owens wins it in the air. Holmes does well. And surely Holmes is fouled in the aftermath there when he wins the header, but
It looked like it.
you know,
His defensive stuff's been excellent today
it's
for
a
Homer.
good run for McKinley, but Gallagher just can't get it round the back of Wharton. And here's McClare, he looks up. Got Owens and Gallagher in support. Gallagher is the man. He looks for Linus, that far side. Delivers towards the back post. McClare's there. It's just over him. And again, there's no hurry to speed the game up. The referee's already told the goalkeeper to get things moving. The last time he had the ball,
You're no bother, but
You
look at
know.
him.
You know, he tells him when he's ran 30 yards away.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite weak. Three minutes over. Pollock still a goal with a good. Here's a chance now for Ford to run. He gets rid of Owens. It's 2-0. Game over. 2-0. Good finish there. Pollock seal the deal. Ford sticks into the net. And the unbeaten run of the season comes to an end.
Aye, that's not going to come back for us today. No, sorry.
We're doing well with 4 minutes over.
We're fit to go for it. We were down to 10 men and we've put these up the park.
You got a wee bit, you know, and
Caught us in a counter attack. You know.
it's a good finish.
That's a good finish for the boy.
It's a
He's
good
done well.
finish. That'll be the full time whistle here, so we're not going to hang about today. We've got places to be with Hampden, but Pollock are the 2-0 winners. Cod over a piece.
I don't think they deserved it, to be fair. We spoke how they'd started brightly and we didn't get into any rhythm at all, I don't think, today. And then obviously the sending off just a shambles, and it's killed us, I think.
I think when we see things back, you know, we've got the benefit of the camera and stuff. There'll be some disappointed people in there, especially with other results if they've stayed the same. I'm not sure. Rossvale did win. They beat Troon 2-0. Beath have beat Kilburney 3-1. Rutherglen beat Blantyre 3-2. Cumnock 2, Talbot 3. So there's been a big turnaround.
It's a comeback there, isn't it?
Aye. Talbot show what they're made of once again. Meda 1, Kilwinning 3. And that's all we've got. Like I say, we're off to Hampden, so we'll cut things off there. As always, thanks for your support. Next game, 2 weeks today, when we play the Scottish Cup, winners of the Burnt Island Dalkeith replay. Keep an eye out on social media for that, and we'll catch up with you soon. Take care.